What's going on, everybody? I'm Brent.
And this is PJ.
And this right here, this shit right here, what is it, PJ? I'll let you say this
The
week.
motherfucking home video hustle.
Hustle. Hey, keep you on your toes. You weren't expecting to switch up this week.
Damn right.
Now, last week, man, PJ finally,
Yes.
picked the Empire Strikes Back out the bag.
I was on a run.
Yeah, man, 8 weeks strong. Whew. Almost made it to 10. Not
Almost.
quite, though. But ended up being all right, though, because PJ liked it.
Yes,
Kinda.
yes.
He gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yes.
He dropped the first one back down to a 5, so I know that might have made some of y'all mad. But, hey, look at it like this. We got one. He said he never watched it again, though, unfortunately, but we got one.
Right.
And he actually talked.
Right.
And that was our longest episode.
And I knew.
And one of our best.
Right.
But this week, I said, you know, he went through Star Wars. You know, he did a good job on the show. I ain't have to do the whole thing like the last time. So I was like, all right, I'm going to hook my homie up this week. Let's do some action movies. We can always do action. Action is like our forte. That's what we do around here.
That's the go-to.
Exactly. Threw them all in the bag. Had some ones in there I wanted to watch. He picked one I've never seen before, but I've heard of it. Not I ain't heard a lot about it, but I've heard of it. It's always in the video store, and I've always almost grabbed that motherfucker. But as y'all saw in that video, I went on a wild shopping spree for some reason, bought mad movies, and I finally just said, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Let's go on and see what this is. This week's movie is Drop Zone,
Drop zone.
starring Wesley Snipes from 1994. Directed by John Badham, starring Wesley Snipes, Gary Busey, Yancey Butler, and a bunch of other motherfuckers that I recognize but can't put a name to. Now, PJ,
Yes.
if you was to see this in the video store like I did,
Yes.
what would you read on the back of the case?
On the back of the case, it says, Wesley Snipes free falls into the daredevil world of skydiving in this high-octane thriller that takes crime fighting to new heights. U.S. Marshal Pete Snipes finds his career in hot water when the prisoner he's transporting parachutes out of a 747 and disappears safely into the night with his deadly cohorts in tow. While Nessip does his best to stop the boat escape, he can't stop the force from suspending him. But even this isn't enough to keep him out of action. Instead, he does what he must to track down the cadre of terrorists.
Oh, hold on, say that. What was that word?
Cadre?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah? Even if it means skydiving from 30,000 feet in the air. Co-starring Gary Busey.
Busey. That was the main guy.
The main guy.
The main bad guy.
Oh, yeah,
well, you know the main guy as well.
yeah. Okay. Yancey Butler and Michael Jeter. Drop Zone is a rush that will keep your adrenaline pumping from beginning to end.
Who the fuck is Michael Jeter?
Michael Jeter.
I gotta look that up now. It's probably one of those faces I recognized but didn't know the fucking name. That name doesn't sound familiar at all.
So now that you said Michael Busey, he's a
Michael
old
Jeter.
guy.
Oh, Michael Jeter is your dude. Go ahead and tell him about it. You said he was on Sesame Street. That dude.
Oh shit, that's not him.
Oh, that's not him.
That's not.
Oh, okay.
him.
See that? We were watching the movie and that guy.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh, it is. Okay, so this guy is fucking Mr. Noodle from Sesame Street.
Well, he's not fucking Mr. Noodle. He is Mr.
Right,
Noodle.
he is Mr. Noodle. Yeah. Wow. During the whole movie, it took me like 30 minutes. I was looking at this guy like I've seen him like recently. And come to find out, I don't know what, it was one of his faces he made or something.
I ain't even know who the fuck you were talking about. You said, that's Mr. Noodle from Sesame Street. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The hell is that?
Oh, the funds of having kids.
I don't have children. Is Sesame Street still on?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. They got a new theme song. And everything. It's kind of cool for real.
What was the old theme song? What was it? Went like.
I mean, it's the same. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sunny Days.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it is.
It's just a different beat.
Oh, they got the trap music on there. They finally did the ghetto version. Come on down, motherfucker, Sesame Street, motherfucker. Nah.
Fuck around.
Out here. Yeah. Big Bird out here. Yeah, but like I said, it was a bunch of people in this movie that you see that face, you like, oh, okay. Just like the chick, the main girl played Jessie, or name Yancey Butler. I know you've seen her before.
I've seen her. I just don't know what I've seen her.
I'm going to throw out a movie title, and I'm going to just see if your face reacts at all. Hard Target. You don't remember Hard Target?
No.
Oh, fuck you, man.
No.
That's going in the bag now. Hard Target is one of John Woo's American movies. Had Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was in like the Louisiana Bayou, and it had the guy that played the mummy was the bad guy's sidekick, but then the main bad guy was Lance Henriksen. You know him? Who would you know Lance Henriksen from? You remember the second Alien movie? Have you ever seen it? Oh my god. He's in so much. Alien versus Predator first one. Remember that?
I remember it.
You remember the old guy in that movie that got killed by the Predator? He like, oh fuck. He was like the old guy in that fucking movie. Oh my god.
No.
What the fuck else is? Well, you ain't never seen the original Terminator.
No.
He's in all kind of shit. I just don't know what you would know, cause you don't know shit.
I don't know.
Well, you'll get familiar with him eventually, because I got a lot of his fucking movies. So, yes, Lance Henriksen's back. But, yeah, she was the girl in that movie, A Hard Target.
Okay.
Hard Target is the movie where Jean-Claude Van Damme punched a snake in the face. I knew you. Do you remember that? You gotta remember that. That's like the best part.
Okay.
The motherfucker said he like.
Oh.
Yeah, he tapped it on the head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she was in that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
she was in some other shit too.
I was about to say that's the main thing I know her from. But then I also know a TV show that was on like in the early mid 2000s called Witchblade. You ever see or hear that?
No.
Okay. It's based off a comic book. I forget what company it is, but it's one of like the mid-level joints, I think.
It's mid-level.
And the only reason I never read, okay, I can say that. I never read a Witchblade comic in my life, but I looked at them. Context, because PJ looked at me like, what? I think they were drawn by the same person. That comic company used to draw like the scantily clad like comic book characters. And they did I think they did Witchblade, and they did like the Lara Croft Tomb Raider joints. And back in like late
woman, isn't she like?
That's DC, bro. That ain't what I'm talking about.
Oh, she's scantily clad though.
Yes, but I'm talking about like if I was to show you a picture of like Witchblade and the other motherfucker, you'd be like, no, that shit is scantily clad.
Oh, okay.
So on the playground, late elementary school, and even into little middle school. Mm-hmm. Those were like coveted items. You know, when you hit puberty, you start seeing, cleavage and ass and shit. You like, hey, what's up with that comic book? And I remember one of my friends was sitting there reading. I'm like, hey, what you reading? He's like, it was Witchblade. And I was like, oh yeah. And he kind of just had like, almost like he was looking at porn. Like, yeah, man, yeah. You want to see this shit? And I'm like, yeah, what's up with it? And I made one look at it. And it was like, oh, let me borrow that. Of course, I couldn't borrow it. So I went to the store and I eventually got a couple of my own. Moments were had. And then so when I heard about the TV show coming on, I was like, oh shit, I need to see that. I forget what channel it was on. Maybe it was like TNT or something. So that should have been a warning if it was on TNT that it wasn't going to be like the fucking comic book. If it was on Spike or something, maybe. And it had her, the chick from this movie, and the chick from Hard Target. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, she ain't bad looking, but it was like, oh, okay, that's not kind of what I was looking for. But, I mean, I'll take it. I'm a teenager, I'm walking around with the blood flow popping off all day. I can work something out with this. So then it comes on, and she's running around with like a T-shirt, leather jacket, and some mom jeans, or whatever the fuck they call them now. And I was like, oh, this ain't what I wanted. And then I kept walking. I'm like, okay, maybe she'll get the scantily clad shit later on. Never really happened unless maybe I just didn't see it. I watched maybe the first 2 episodes. So I'm frustrated. I put the lotion back in the cabinet and I'm like mad. I'm like, oh, well, fuck this. I'm gonna go back and just look at the comic books then. And yeah, that was a bad experience. That was a letdown.
Boo.
The bluest of them. So.
Oh, shit.
So from that's so bad. Oh, y'all find out so much about me on this podcast. It's the best. And so I kind of was like, fuck this show. Never watch it again. But basically, now this movie, that fucking bait and switch TV show, and Hard Target are the 3 things that I know this woman from.
There you go.
I said all that just to let y'all know that. I probably didn't have to say all that.
You went into some.
I didn't have to let y'all know my, my prepubescent habits. But I mean, we all fam here now, right? I love y'all. Y'all love me, right?
Right?
Y'all know y'all love this shit. That's why y'all listen every week, right?
Exactly.
Right?
While you are listening right now.
And you.
Yeah.
Especially you. I really love you out there.
Ooh.
Hey. Okay, drop zone. I already did all the bullshit, right? Hour 41 minutes, 94, directed by whatever the fuck his name was. I have to say right from the jump, this movie stars Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
But it was originally made with Steven Seagal in mind. I found out through our friend Michael Bafford on Facebook, or not Facebook, but Twitter. Shout out to you, Mike.
Yeah.
Right as I looked up on IMDb to look for trivia for this movie, I saw, hey, he was supposed to be in this movie, but he turned it down to go do Under Siege 2. And no joke, right as I read that, Mike hit me up with a Twitter message and was like, "Hey, just want to let you know Steven Seagal was supposed to be in that movie." He basically said the same exact thing. So I was like, "That's what's up." But he said that it was because of money. The IMDb said it was because he wanted to go work on the other thing.
That's money.
Probably both. Yeah, it's probably both. We probably got paid more to go do Under Siege 2 because Under Siege 1 was a big hit. I love Under Siege 2. I don't care what anybody says. You will, motherfucker, because I have it on Blu-ray no less.
Ooh.
So you will watch it.
Okay.
It's basically like, oh, you ain't never seen fucking Die Hard though.
No.
It says like Die Hard on the fucking train. All right, man. Let me not. I'm gonna get mad if we talk. Okay. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that little tidbit. I ain't had much trivia for this movie, but that was the one thing I found that was interesting. It was other shit, but I don't care about that. So this movie starts. Got the opening credits going.
Right, nice 90s theme. Has the montage.
Yeah, it's like
He's driving and shit.
Nah, even before the driving, it opens up at a prison.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it opens up, opening credits are going. And then we're in the prison yard. This is, what are they? Is it recess? Is that what?
I don't think they call it recess,
Fuck,
PJ.
shit,
I
yeah,
mean, basically, they're outside. Yeah. I don't know what you call it. I've never been to prison.
Yeah, right.
So.
Whatever. They're out on the yard.
It's basically that.
There you go.
I know the word you're probably looking for because I can't think of it either. But fuck it, man. Yeah. We only gonna be here for like 2 seconds anyway.
Yeah. And so the guy, the fuck is his name?
You might just call him a fucking Mr. Noodle because I don't have a name for
Mr.
you.
Noodle. He's in there. He got his cats. He's going to him. He's a crazy.
That's what it was. I called him the cat guy in my notes, but fuck it, I like Mr. Noodle better. Call him Mr.
He's pegged, in the beginning as a crazy cat guy.
Yeah.
You don't really know why he's in there, but he's going to go feed his cats. His cats come running out the sewer. And then, all of a sudden, this guy has a boombox he sets down. And in the antenna, there is a shank. It's a knife.
Yeah, he unfolds like the antenna from the top of the boombox, and it's like a blade. Because I remember I was like, oh shit, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, right? That's new, innovative.
New tech.
So yeah, he goes over to shank Mr. Noodle and whatnot.
Fails miserably.
Yeah, somehow.
Mr. Noodle, I guess if y'all know Sesame Street, y'all would know who this is. I had no idea. It's a little small ass dude, older cat, no muscle on him, ain't no fight back in him. This big ass dude could not shank him though. I don't know why.
Had him up against the fence and everything.
Had him pinned up on the wall and still couldn't kill him.
So he sucks.
Yeah, you fucking trash, dude.
You deserve to be in jail. And then that's it. We cut to to Pete and his brother, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I forgot his name. Okay. I was about to say you did good with Wesley Snipes' name being Pete, because I didn't hear that shit the whole movie. Oh.
I just called him Snipes the whole thing of notes. And Malcolm Jamal Warner. I think
it's maybe because I read this and
his name. I guess I should have read the back of the box. And I want to say, I'm not sure, so we just gonna call him Malcolm. But I think Malcolm Jamal Warner's name was like Terry, but I'm not sure. We can call him Terry if you want to. He ain't in the movie very long.
Yeah.
So fuck it, Terry.
Terry, there you go. Pete and Terry are driving, and Terry's married. He's trying to hook
Snipes up with somebody.
Yeah,
I forget the name. It was like some like hood rat sounding name.
Let's just say Shaquisha.
Something like that. Yeah. Are you your name Shaquisha? We say we just joking. We love you.
Right.
Don't turn the show off. We ain't making fun of you.
Right.
We just you know. Don't get mad at us. You know.
You've never heard it before.
Come on. Hey. Look who you talking to here. It's Brent, baby. Come on.
You know.
All right.
Quisha. So yeah, he's trying to hook him up with Shaquisha, but he's not really feeling it, because I guess every blind date he goes on, it always ends up bad, or
I forget what he kept saying. It was like a joke he kept saying. It was like she was doing something. You remember what it was?
No.
Oh well, fuck it then.
No.
It left no impression.
But yeah. So they're on their way to the prison where he almost got shanked, and they get there, and they're basically told by the warden or whoever, to basically watch out for this man. He had a threat on his life. Yeah, and he got a court date, trial date, whatever. He got to
testify in court.
Yeah,
they got to keep him alive. So they're protecting him on the plane. Why don't you make sure he get there wherever the fuck they going?
Yeah, protective services.
There you go.
So now comes the plane. It's like the beginning moved kind of fast. Like it really.
A lot of the beginning shit was over the credits.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the credits were still going during the whole.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're at the plane.
Hey.
And Mr. Noodle's over there freaking out about his cats. You know.
Oh yeah, because they had them in storage. He was like, well, they can't set the temperature right. How do I know they got the right temperature? And Wesley Snipes
Are they going to eat good?
Yeah.
And he's like, you're going to want to eat better than us. Just relax.
Basically
guy.
saying, shut the fuck up.
Right. And then a guy comes, tries to scoot past Wesley, and he's like, "Hey,
You want to
just
sit? You want
the
an aisle seat?"
Like, go ahead, my brother. Sit right there. So, the plane's going. They're going. Everything's good. Nightfall is upon us now. And the pilots get a message in their red box, I think. Isn't that what it's called? Black box. Red box. And something. The pilots get a
I
message.
have no idea,
somehow.
bro. So I don't need.
And, they get...
It tells them that they're going to get took over by somebody.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how the fuck did they know that?
I don't know.
I was thinking at the time, I was like, maybe I missed a line or two because I was honestly near the beginning of the movie. I was fucking around on Twitter for a second, so I missed a couple little lines here and there. But I just know I looked up and they was like, hey, you're going to be took over. I'm like, how? How the fuck did y'all know that? If y'all knew that, why the fuck are they getting took over?
I think maybe like that was the introduction to them, because it was all like technological. It was technological warfare basically.
Because they went to pick up Mr. Noodle because he's like some gut ass computer hacker, and so they need him to do their jobs they got going on.
Yeah.
So maybe it was techno babble going on.
Yeah, maybe that was just it.
Maybe
laying the premise.
Maybe they wanted him to know. Who knows? I don't know.
So yeah, they get the message, and Pete is sent for. Like, hey, you're
oh yeah, the stewardess comes over there. At first you think she flirted with him super hard. She's like, hey, you need something. And he was like, yeah, I need that. And then she was like, all right, well, come with me. And he kind of looks over.
Wine. Yeah, I'm only drink my wine near candlelight.
There you go. That's
smooth Nick.
Hey.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was thinking, I'm like, oh, he gonna go, with what do they call it, the Mile High Club in the bathroom. He gonna go get his smash on. I was like, okay, Wesley, all right, the credits just ended, homie. Great. But then you find out as they walk away, she's like, hey, the pilots want you in the wherever the fuck they call that shit.
Cockpit.
Thank you. And he's like, oh, okay. So then I was like, oh, I thought he was about to get some. Okay, that's all right. And that's when they tell him, like, hey, we heard we're gonna be boarded. But then I think it's almost right as they tell him that, I think it's when the terrorists like jump up.
Yeah. They look at their watch. It's like 12 o'clock on the dot. They hop up, get into action.
I'm sorry.
Cruising the streets.
Oh, I knew you knew I was gonna talk about.
I got a pretty young thing that's waiting for me. I pour love, anticipating good love. Don't keep me waiting. I got plans to put my hands in places I've never seen, girl. You know what I mean.
Let me take you to a place nice and quiet.
Ain't gotta.
I just wanna take you nice and
slow. Now, baby, tell me what you wanna do with me.
Oh man, that's why you my dude.
Once again, you never know what the fuck you're gonna get. Okay.
Do you see why now? Me and PJ are so fucking cool now.
Right, you started it. I had to. It was going. Caught the vibe real quick.
I've been on an R&B kick lately, so it's just like I've been bumping that shit. I even threw a playlist up on Twitter. I'm like, hey, if y'all want to cruise around like I do, hey, go bump this shit.
There you go. Was Usher on there?
He wasn't.
Because
honestly, that's one of the only Usher songs that I like.
Oh damn.
I don't like Usher that much, honestly.
You don't have to call? There Goes My Baby? That Mountain or Trading Places?
No, I can tell you right now I don't like that one.
Damn.
If it's gonna be anything, it's gonna be older shit. So
okay.
Anything newer you say, I'm probably not gonna like.
Let's go back.
Okay, tangent. Okay.
Shit, man, I had the whole 8701. There's something about, there was a song.
That one is,
I Got Protection. That's what it's made for.
Oh, I don't know that one. If it wasn't a single, I have no idea, bro.
Oh.
I don't have no Usher albums here.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a lot of albums here. I ain't got no Usher albums.
Well, I can't think of any now.
What else do I like?
He got a lot. It's the one about the girl in the. You remind me of a girl that I once knew.
You remind me of a girl that I once knew. That's him?
Yes.
Okay, that's all right. I like that one. There's another song, because one of his albums is like, it's the title song. I can't think of what the fuck it's called. I think it's
My Way.
Yes!
My Way.
Thank you. That's, because I was about to say it's the album with that song. Okay, yeah, so that song's, okay, it's a few.
Usher, baby. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a Usher. It's all right, yeah. I guess we should get back to the movie, huh?
Yes.
Okay, well, what the fuck was? Oh yeah, the fucking terrorists. They just jumped up.
Yeah.
And basically they just start terrorizing. They terrorists, so they terrorize.
Everybody get down.
Yeah, everybody get down. You know the usual shit. They
Don't
start
show your face.
They start chopping motherfuckers that ain't doing what they say quick enough. And
You know, that was actually a good surprise.
really, you
Yeah.
didn't think they was gonna shoot people?
No.
This-
No, in most movies, it's not
Well,
really a...
I'll say this. I knew because this is R-rated. If it was PG-13, I'd have been with you on that. But since it was
question.
R, I knew.
Okay.
I was some real shit. I was wondering if they was gonna kill the little girl.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually wondering, like, because they just started murking motherfuckers like it ain't nothing. I'm just like, oh shit.
And it popped off
And
already.
they kept cutting to the little girl, and you know they always say that you can't kill dogs or animals, you can't kill kids in movies, which I know is bullshit because me and PJ, and this movie will come up on this show one day. There's a movie called Hobo with a Shotgun. And you know the scene, you know he's giving me a look. He knows what scene I'm talking about. And if you know what I'm talking about, you'll either laugh or you'll be mad
enraged.
at us and like stop listening. Which I hope you don't, because you know we just crazy. But there's a I don't even want to say it. I want to save it for that show. But basically, I'll just put it like this: kids get fucked up real bad in that movie. And me and PJ giggled our motherfucking asses off at that shit. To this day, every time we watch it, I can't help it. It just happens. Just like when we start singing, it just fucking happens.
Oh, my God.
It was so bad that one day I was watching it with my mom and my brother. That scene happened. I busted out laughing. I looked at them and they looked at me like I had just like killed somebody. And I was like, what? And then my brother was like, man, you sick, bro. And my brother is as bad as I am with a lot of shit. And even he said that, so
Yes.
that tells you where me and PJ's humor is. It's very fucked up.
Are we really that twisted? Like,
I guess so.
It's not like it's real. It's
That's
just...
what I tell people. It's a fucking movie. I mean, if it was a snuff film, maybe if I laughed at it, then I could see you being mad at me. But it's a fucking movie, man. Get off my nuts. Damn, you sensitive bastards.
Shit.
It's just like, okay, fuck this, man. Another tangent. Because this movie, I'm going to just tell you now, there's not a whole lot to talk about with this movie. So we going to fill time with some shit right here. I went to go see the new It movie, the It remake. And people get fucked up in that movie. It's rated R. And it's about kids. So put that together. And there's a scene where, you know, people are dying and shit. But then there's a part where I think it fucks with a cat. Or somebody, he like basically you think the cat is gonna get fucked up, and like a bunch of people in the audience just went, oh, like really? You just see kids getting fucked up, but they pick up this motherfucking cat, and then y'all say, oh, like I don't know. I don't have pets, so maybe it's just me. PJ, what do you feel about that?
I mean, I've had like 5 dogs, but
that's
it
right,
still
yeah.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Like I said, if this is Cannibal Holocaust and they cutting off turtle heads like in that movie, then yeah, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah. Cannibal Holocaust that's some sick shit. That's legit some sick shit.
It gotta be if you call it sick shit.
Of course, it's not. Oh, I still laughed at it though. but there's a scene in that movie where they hang people on poles in that movie, and like these big wooden like pole things, like tree bark things. What? Not tree bark. Tree stumps. Sorry. And they basically cut. Oh, I think they slit them from their asshole to basically they like upper abdomen or whatever, and they basically like grab their legs, spread them, and like pull them down onto poles and shit.
Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of Holocaust, bro. Yes. Yeah.
I might need to see that.
Oh, look, see? There you go. Point proven.
Damn, right?
Motherfucking proven. I say some shit like that. Everybody listens to this show right now is like, oh my God, I can't believe they watched that. What's P's reaction? Oh, I need to see that. This is who you dealing with.
Oh.
And if you're still listening, I really love you. Like, I love you. Like, let's get married. Like, let's go do the damn thing. If you
Meet
dealing
me
with...
at the altar in your white dress.
Not Jagged Edge.
We ain't getting no young girl. You
don't know that
might as
song
well
like that.
do it. You don't know that song?
I know it, but I don't know the words. I don't like that song that much.
Oh,
I never
that's my
cared much
shit.
for Jagged Edge.
Even with the remix with Run?
Oh, that's right. That is. No, cross this. Yeah, okay, that, yes. Because Run DMC is the shit.
Yeah.
I forgot that was him. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta talk about this movie.
Right,
We gotta
back
get this.
to the
we gotta talk about
movie.
this fucking movie. We ain't even got past the opening scene yet. Fuck.
Okay, right.
Okay.
It just start picking up right now. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Go time.
So yeah, the terrorists are terrorizing the plane. They start shooting people. Wesley Snipes is coming. Wesley Snipes' brother is, of course, next to Mr. Noodles. Ain't that's his name, right? Okay. I think, he gets shot at this point. He gets shot like in the shoulder, I think it was.
I thought he died.
No, he didn't die because remember he flew off
he got
the-
out there. Yeah, it was.
So he got shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
But then Gary Busey's walking away because I guess he thought he was dead too. And he pops like 3 shots into Gary Busey's back. But he must have had a vest on because he just like no sold that shit.
Right.
And I think at this point they blow open a hole in the plane because they
create a vacuum.
Yeah, they wanted to get Mr. Noodles. They got Mr. Noodle.
That's funny. You say it like old people.
Well, what I say?
Why do old people always add like an S on everything?
Mr. Noodles?
Yes,
I thought that was
Mr.
his name.
Noodle.
Oh, I just thought it was Mr. Noodles.
They always got an S on.
Calling me out on my Sesame Street knowledge, motherfucker. Okay, my bad. So, yeah, they grab Mr. Noodle and they blow a hole open. They go to take him out. But then, of course, like you said, the thing creates a vacuum. So now passengers are not only getting shot, they're getting sucked the fuck out the plane. It reminded me of Final Destination a little bit.
Oh, key point.
Uh-oh.
The brother, what we call him? Tyrese? Tyrone? What the fuck did we call him?
Damn it, now you done said that and I forgot. Fuck it, call him Tyrone. I don't care.
All right, let's go with Tyrone this time.
Anyway.
Yeah, right. Tyrone, all the passengers think that, well, he did actually. He didn't.
What?
They blame him for firing the first shot. The
that's afterwards, though.
Yeah, inciting the panic.
Yeah, he's skipping ahead. He's skipping ahead slightly.
Sorry, but yeah.
No, you good. I'm just gonna say though, since you already said it, after all this happens, everybody's basically blaming Tyrone for popping Gary Busey, because then they're like, oh well, since he did that, he caused the hole to blow up and all this extra shit. Sounded real fucking stupid in my opinion. Like I ain't gonna blame this motherfucker. Before he even shot Gary Busey, these motherfuckers that shot like 4 people. Like the dude that Wesley Snipes that gave up the seat to, like he got shot even. So I mean,
yeah, he did.
Fuck all y'all people, honestly.
Right.
But yeah, to go back though, people are getting sucked out, but the people escape. Wesley Snipes comes out because his brother Tyrone starts getting pulled out into the vacuum too. He has a hold on him, and then the stewardess grabs a hold of Wesley Snipes. But then
chain.
And then Wesley Snipes, Tyrone's shirt rips. Yeah. And so Wesley Snipes loses his grip, and so Tyrone goes out the fucking door or hole or whatever, and he's dead as fuck.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Now he did.
Hey.
Damn. So with this, like,
it's a lot of music references.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody got that one. I'd have got it, but I mean, I don't know if everybody's got it.
What is that from? Now he did.
Ain't that T.I.? Didn't T.I. say that in one of those songs?
I think that's Wayne.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you're right. Yeah, that was your boy for a while. So
that's the fireman. The fireman.
Ah, okay. I'm not that familiar. I knew what you were talking about. I'm thinking of T.I. and the Bone Crushers. Never mind. I'm thinking of the other song.
T.I. and the Bone Crusher?
The Never Scared song.
Oh. What?
Bang, I take your cookies. Yeah, that's what I don't know why that came to mind, but yeah. So yeah, all that happens. Wesley Snipes gets back down. He talks to his boss. He tells his boss what happened. But then, of course, the FBI assholes come and basically yell at him, reprimand him for like, hey, you guys, I guess didn't follow protocol. Y'all open up shots. Y'all got people fucked up. I don't know why it is what FBI, unless the main character is an FBI agent. The FBI agents are always assholes. You'll find that out when you watch Die Hard. I was on, cause no joke, I used to kind of want to be when I was younger FBI agent.
Did you now?
I'm no joke, I really did. Now I don't know if it's because of the X-Files or not, but I just always used to because I knew I wouldn't, because this is before me. Like me now, I may have been able to try it. Now I don't really give a fuck to do it no more. I'm a podcaster now, damn it. But this was in my younger days, as you found out last week, when I was a little bit more unstable in the head. And I told myself, I was like, you know what, I can't do it. Because I'm shooting motherfuckers. I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not doing none of that shit.
You're not wasting no breath.
No.
Damn, you'd be fired. Like your first case. Like why did you
I wouldn't even be
him?
an agent. I would be like, motherfucker, you don't even pass like the sanity requirements, motherfucker. And then of course I saw the movie Manhunter, which you haven't seen, I'm sure.
No.
Hannibal Lecter movie. And I just was thinking like, I ain't even an FBI agent, how motherfucker stalking my family. Fuck that. I'm gonna go do radio. Went to broadcasting school.
There you go.
Hey.
And now we're here.
Exactly.
Well,
what the fuck happened next?
Basically he gets fired.
Pretty much. They make him turn his badge in and everything. His gun and shit.
Yeah. They pop up at one of the. All right, it cuts the scene after that. After the whole reprimanding, all that. He's at his home and he's really confused. Like he knows that himself. They parachuted out of the shit. Yeah. But all logistics.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah, I'm glad. Okay, you just reminded me of all kind of plot points now. Yeah. Because the whole thing about it is he's getting reprimanded because he said, hey, these dudes jumped out of the plane. It was going like this fast. And they're like, motherfucker, you
80
can't.
800 knots.
There you
something
go.
like that.
They were like, you can't do that at that speed. You're full of shit. And they couldn't have got on the plane with their parachutes because there's a whole bunch of metal shit on there. So they're like, yo, what are you talking about? You fucked up. Right. Give me your gun. Right. Fuck out of here.
People say your brother fired the shot. Y'all incited panic.
Hell yeah.
So
fuck off.
Yeah. Basically, you're done. Give me your shit. So yeah.
That's that whole scene.
Yeah, so they pop up at his house. Well, his boss pops up at his house.
After that, they show the terrorists going to their little beach house or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember what else happened. They just showed them coming home and talking, and then it cut. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, basically, creating the illusion. That was another successful.
Yeah, it's one of many successful missions.
Yeah.
And then this is where you was talking about they come. Well, I guess I could have left that part out. Whatever, it's in there now. We're just saying they come home on the boat because they ain't really do much. I thought something else happened, but I guess not. So let's continue.
Okay.
Wesley Snipes is at home like investigating a bunch of skydiving stats, trying to figure out like how they would be able to do this. And his boss comes, and his boss is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "Look, man, I found out it is possible. I think he said like these two people have done it before or something like that."
Yeah.
And his boss is basically like, "Look, man, fuck skydiving, bro. You just got fired.
Right. Give me your badge. Give me your gun.
We need to figure out how to get you out of this shit. You ain't gotta be worried about skydiving right now. You need to lay low for me."
Right. You got 2 weeks until something. So basically put a deadline on him.
Because he's under investigation.
There you go, under investigation.
Yeah.
So there goes the premise of him learning how to skydive.
And then this shows him, he's like investigating. A whole bunch of like these next couple scenes just kind of all went together in my head. So honest to God, I can't tell y'all much. I can just tell you this though. He goes and talks to like some army general dude. And this is where he finds out about the metal and the parachutes, like, because he tells him like, hey, they couldn't have gotten in because there's all these metal like clips and shit. Yeah. And so he's like, oh, okay. And then somehow, like I said, I don't remember how, but somehow he finds out about this group of skydivers. And
he asked him, while he's talking to the general, while he's talking to the sergeant.
Oh, he told him?
Yeah, he's basically like, so who is basically good enough to do it? And he's like, well, there's 2 people. And he gave him the name of one of the terrorists,
I'm about to
basically.
say, please don't
one of
ask
the
no
terrorists.
names. I have no names.
What is going on?
What's wrong? You alright?
Yeah, like I'm just very
You flimmy?
Yeah.
You gotta
change
go.
The weather.
You gotta go spit again.
Yet,
you good?
Not yet, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna be dying on the microphone.
Yeah, right.
Okay, yeah. So he finds out about the group of skydivers. He goes to investigate them. Somebody's coming in real hot on the motherfucking plane. Though they bouncing. They know trying to land that motherfucker bouncing up in the air and all kind of crazy.
Oh,
shit.
this is when he meets a girl first. Because after the general, this is when the fuck was her name?
The girl. I just called her Yancy because that's her real name.
There you go.
Oh no! I remember this name. It was motherfucking Jessie. Because I didn't hear it until the last 20 minutes of the movie. And I finally wrote it in my notes. Because all until then, I was writing a real actress's name. Then I heard Jessie, and I was like, yes, but I'm not going back and rechanging all that shit. So I'll just try and remember. So thank you for reminding me of that.
Yes.
Because I got to the last page and I'm like, fuck.
So Jessie owns a little skydiving school.
Yeah, they got
and
like
that's
a
where
squad.
he could find the terrorists, but one of the ones that the general led her to.
Yeah.
So, like you were saying.
I gotta say too, for my Twin Peaks fans out there, I know you don't know nothing about it.
No, I do.
The chick that was flying the plane all crazy, actress's name is Grace Zabriskie, and she played Laura Palmer's mom on Twin Peaks. So I got a kick out of that because I fucking love Twin Peaks. I know that means nothing for you, sir.
Yeah.
But like I know Jared out there, and the homie from the Sci-Fi Double Feature Driving podcast. You know what I'm talking about. So me and you, we know what's good. I gotta get PJ hip. Hey. So continuing from there.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened, PJ?
Like you said, the guy.
I think they just get introduced, right?
Yeah. Well, he basically asks. No.
He starts asking like Jessie a bunch of questions.
Yeah, and she's like, "Are you a cop or are you a skydiver?" Because that's the only 2 people that come up here.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't say anything, and then she's like, "All right, so I skipped probation. I went out of town. It wasn't my fault." Da 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 da. And then he's like, "That's not." She was like, "Oh, that's not what you're here for," because he Snipes had a blank reaction like, "The fuck that got to do with me?"
Right.
So she starts asking about planes and shit. And
okay, we mumbling a little bit. Let's just say this: they talk and they get on a motherfucking plane.
Yeah, there you go.
And on the plane, I think they just like ask more questions, and eventually Wesley Snipes basically starts like dissing what she doing, like he's like, "Oh, this is dumb" or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, really?" Hits a button on the deck and drops that motherfucker out the bottom. Like the bottom drops out, and he just falls, and he's screaming because he has no fucking parachute. So Laura Palmer's mom is like, "Hey, you need to go get him because he's going to fucking die."
Yeah.
And so she laughs and she's like, "Hey, he wanted to jump. I'm just getting him his jump, man." And then she jumps down and goes and saves him. And then we have to say this also. This is 94, so I ain't gonna harp on it too much. But man, some of the CGI shots in this movie were trash.
Oh yeah.
Because even PJ pointed it out. PJ usually doesn't even pay that shit no attention for real.
Yeah, right. I think you're growing on me.
I know, right?
My critical eye is...
Yeah, podcast is get working, man.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
shit look...
It looked, yeah.
Look like Sesame Street, for real.
Another connection. So they, they do their thing. They hit the ground.
He's pissed.
He's mad as fuck because she's laughing and like when she says something like, "Hey," basically she's like, "Hey, you made it. You on the ground. You got back up." And he turns around and he punches the shit out of her. He knocks her to the ground and he basically says, "Hey, you fell down. Get back up," or something like that. And he just shook. Like, he's like, he ain't even fucking with nobody no more. They try to talk to him. He just walking away like, no, fuck all y'all.
Right. Go into his car. Fuck that shit.
And then I guess it was a bug or something was in his pants because he just started. We ain't know
Fish, I think.
Okay.
Because they landed in the water.
Because he started shaking his pants. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? He just starts stomping. He's like, hey, fuck, get out of here. So he just super shook.
Right.
Oh, and then there's this little young guy. I think he's from this old TV show called Parker Lewis Can't Lose. I can't remember the motherfucker's name. I could look it up, but I don't feel like it. I don't know if he was Parker Lewis or not, but I'm about to call him that shit for the rest of the review because I have no other name for him unless I just call him that young dude the whole rest of the time. But we got Sesame Street going. We got some Witchblade going. Mm-hmm. Why not get some motherfucking Parker Lewis going?
We had Tyrese going.
Tyrese was in here for a minute. Usher appeared for a second in this review.
Right.
So now Parker Lewis is here. And he tells Wesley Snipes about Witchblade's ex-boyfriend, or Jesse. I just call her, we actually have her name, so I'll say Jesse. Tell about Jesse's ex-boyfriend. You find out that her ex-boyfriend is one of the terrorists from the beginning of the movie.
Yes. That
was on the plane.
Yes.
So, there's conflict. But they're not together anymore because, of course, he's off doing terrorist shit.
Right. Right.
So speaking of them, you cut over to the terrorists. And her ex-boyfriend is actually doing a jump with Mr. Noodle. Yeah, thank you. Mr. Noodle on his chest. And, that motherfucker's terrified. He's crying, screaming, hey, get me down. And they land hard as fuck on the ground. Like, I thought Mr. Noodle fucking kneecaps got blown out.
They were on the dock. Yeah,
they landed right on the edge of the dock, too. Like, a little bit further, they'd been right in the damn water.
Right.
And so they unhook. They run to the computer. And you find out this is like some kind of like
training.
Some speed test. Because, they got land and then immediately go to the computer, get the shit popping off. But of course, he's too slow. Oh, I can't do it. I'm too scared. Yeah, I'm too shaken up. And so Gary Busey tells him, like, you better do this shit or you gonna die. Flat out.
Try again. He said, we need you. Do it again.
Yeah, he said basically, we're gonna keep doing it till you get this shit right. So, hey, you better get it going.
Right.
Cut to Wesley Snipes. He's going to go visit the little girl that from the plane. And he has a picture of, who is it a picture of? Is it the ex-boyfriend terrorist?
Yeah, her boyfriend.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. That dude, right? Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's showing the little girl a picture of ex-boyfriend terrorist, and I think he had like a scar or something. So let's call him Scar Guy. So showing a picture of Scar Guy, and she's like, I don't know. So then he starts like trying to jog her memory. He's like, there was this on the plane, or there was this happening. She's like, a big boom. She's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, big boom happened, and a bunch of bright lights happened, and people were screaming. And then she starts remembering shit. So of course she starts getting shaking. She's like, and it's like a little 8-year-old girl. So she ain't ready for this shit. Mm-hmm. Her mom starts getting pissed, like, hey yo, why don't you chill out a little bit, Wesley? Right. And she's like, hey, shut up, girl. I'm trying to do something here. So he's like, come on now, big boom, big boom, big boom. And mom was like, hey, calling for the other cops, and they run over there. And Wesley's like, all right, man, all right, that's cool. I got partial. It's all good.
You got confirmation basically that he was on the plane.
There you go.
Because they had on masks at first, and she wound up pulling up his mask. That's what it was.
Oh, that did happen on the plane. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's why he went to the little girl. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, he had the confirmation, so he left. And then here goes a snitch bitch calling back to
he calls the terrorist group.
Yeah. And says, the cop is on to us.
He made partial ID.
Yeah, So
now Gary Busey that somebody's looking at them, and he knows now that the 2 agents on the plane aren't dead like old boy said they were.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's like, okay, not only did this motherfucker lie to me and say that this motherfucker's dead, now he knows what you look like, so he's coming for you.
Right.
So now they're about to go off on a jump, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna go out with y'all or something. And like, okay, they go out into the air, they're all jumping out. Gary Busey, like, what does he do? He grabs hold of dude's parachute or something.
And steers him.
Yeah, there you go. He grabs hold of Scar Guy's parachute, steers him into a fucking power transformer, lets him go. The guy basically hugs the fucking power transformer and dies, electrocutes the fuck out of himself.
Oh, man.
So he's dead as fuck.
Right.
He's out of the equation. Ain't got to worry about that ID no more.
Right.
Because now that motherfucker's dead. And they put drugs on him too, I guess, to make it look like, whatever. Because when the cops come back, they're like, oh yeah, he had drugs on him, so it's probably a drug. Oh, it was probably what did they call it? like a drug run or something gone bad, basically. That's what they said. So then, they're not even worried about him no more. Scar guy dead, nobody cares.
Right.
At least one person cares, but we'll get to it. So then you cut to Wesley Snipes. He's at the bar, and he's sitting at a table. And now, I don't know. Oh, there were other skydivers. That's right. These other big, like 3 or 4 other big skydivers coming there.
Oh, yeah. So they were here. Sorry, real quick.
Go ahead, do your
They
thing.
went to the, he's at they're basically, he needs to find the other guy. Now they found out that old boy's dead.
Yeah.
So the only way to do that is to basically join the group of skydivers.
That's right. He went undercover.
So, yeah, he went undercover, and they have a thing called the drop zone, which everybody is trying to get to for the 4th of July in Washington, D.C. in order to, display their great athletic abilities up in the air. So that's where it starts. This is like the first actual meeting or congregation of everybody who wants to go and make it to the
Pretty
drop
much
zone.
all the rest of the main characters in the movie.
Yeah.
For the most part. It might be 1 or 2 not here, but whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so he's in this bar. And like I said, those guys come up. And they basically like, hey, he's sitting at our table. They go over there and they say something about, hey, you're at our table. And I forget what Wesley Snipes said something smart too.
Oh, would you like a beer?
He's like, I'm at your table. I'm sorry about that. Here, get these guys a beer or something like that. And they start fighting. But it's nice beat their ass, of course, because you can't beat Blade, motherfucker.
Right.
Simon Phoenix beating that ass. And then I think Jessie, she eventually stops the fight.
She hops over the bar.
Yeah.
And has 2 beers in her hand, like, here, take this shit and sit the fuck down.
And of course, the one guy tries to act cool. He's like, okay, Jesse, that's what's up. Then when she turns back, he like slams his fucking beer mug on the counter, like, motherfucker.
So they go over, they start talking.
And then basically, she makes a deal with him, like, look, you want to join with us, that's cool. But if you do, I want you to make sure that I can get away from my probation officer to go to D.C. to this big-ass skydiving competition. And he's like, all right, that's what's up. Well, I'll do that.
And then this time, this is where they have a toast, and somebody dies. Every night at midnight, they raise a toast, say a little
for
something.
anybody that died skydiving.
Yeah.
And of course, the guy died skydiving was her ex-boyfriend that got fried on the motherfucking transformer.
And
I just
what's
thought about
his name?
something though with that.
What?
Okay, he went into the transformer and he kind of went at it with like his legs out and his arms forward, like he was going in for like a hug or something. So I mean that motherfucker's nuts hit that transformer hard. Ugh, I didn't even think about that.
That's pain.
Fuck that.
Shit. I guess there's no way to avoid it, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Because like I said, the way he went on there, his whole torso was on that shit.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
Damn, now I actually feel bad about somebody dying in this movie.
Right.
All it takes to make Brent feel bad is to fuck somebody's nuts up. And it's like, oh.
It's a pain nobody wants to have.
Man, right? I done got kicked in mine by a couple girls before. One of my younger days.
I done fucking went off of jumps, me on my fucking...
Oh, your skateboard days?
Yeah, my extreme sports days. I was fucking going off a jump on my bike.
Ooh.
Yeah, and came down straight on my shit.
Shit, just being on a bike and hitting a bump is bad enough.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man, I gotta tell this story real quick. I got to. This is early me and PJ friendship. It was the funny. It's still one of the funniest fucking things I've seen PJ do.
Oh.
He's out there skateboarding. One day I went over his house for the weekend to go chill. And he's out there skateboarding. He's like, hey, I'm gonna do this kickflip or something. I don't know. And you tried it. And you got broke. Man, you got fucked up. You bailed. There you go. I know some terminology. I play Tony Hawk games, motherfucker.
You bailed.
You bailed. And no joke, y'all. This motherfucker always talk about how much he loves skateboarding. He called himself Skateboard P. He had beef with Pharrell because of that shit. And this motherfucker got broke, scraped his arm up. I think he might have had a cut on your face or something. He picked up that skateboard and threw that shit down and said, "Fuck this." And I never again. Damn. For years, saw him get back on his skateboard.
It's done. See, I don't remember this.
I remember that shit vividly because I laughed my ass off.
Damn.
Well, you were so fucking pissed.
I remember getting mad a couple times, after, fuck this shit.
You did some shit like I would have did. Like, slamming shit. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I had to get that shit as the best. I love that story.
Yeah, sounds like something I did.
Oh, man, what were we saying about we were talking about motherfuckers nuts getting fried. So, yeah, I was just saying, I just happened to think about that. But they had a toast, and Jessie, she finds out that it was old boy, her ex-boyfriend, that got killed. And so she's kind of upset about it. But her and Wesley Snipes are still talking. So she just basically goes like, look, if you want to fuck with us, I need $15,000 for the plane and the training. Wesley Snipes like, what? And she's like, oh, you work for the government, get the money out. He's like, I don't work for the government no more, I'm suspended. She's like, well, figure that shit out. And she walks off real mad, and he cut to her like she's crying outside because she's all sad about old boy.
Damn.
And that scene is now over.
So, we arrive And Florida.
Is it Florida?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, we're not in Florida.
Nah,
yet?
before that, they showed the terrorists skydiving onto that police building, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm about to
Oh, in between there, don't they meet with old guy?
Who was old guy?
First? Because that's when they said, whoever they're going in.
Oh, the little drug dude.
Because he was like, I'm gonna do it once and show you that it can be done, and then we're gonna talk.
See, I missed that whole scene, man, bro. But I think I kind of remember. But basically, they're going to this police office building to go get drugs out of the lockup, basically evidence locker. So they skydive onto the top of the building. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's pretty simple though. They just skydive into the building. They kill guards. They take drugs out of the safe. Mr. Noodle is hacking something in the computer. Yeah. I think he's like. Yeah, this is like where he's making like fake DEA papers for the drug dealers to say that, hey, these DEA agents are dead, so I guess they can go roam around free, I guess, and do shit without being caught, maybe. I don't fucking know. I was kind of confused. I didn't get exactly what was going on here, honestly, because I was like, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, they do all that. They get their papers, they get their drugs, they leave. And as they're leaving, the cop sees the dead bodies, but they're already fucking gone. So mission complete.
Right, they parachute from the roof down into their lookout's little garbage truck.
Yeah, they go to like an empty garbage van or something. Open semi truck or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So they bang out. They go back to their little hideout. And that's where Mr. Noodle prints out the fake DA papers, and they give them to the drug dealer, right? Mm-hmm. And this is where they find out. I guess one of them pulls out a picture of Wesley Snipes and like, hey, this is the dude that's looking for us. This is the other agent. So they're like, okay, we're gonna fuck him up. Mm-hmm. That scene's over.
There you go.
And this is where you're in like Florida or whatever.
Florida, yeah. It's the drop. Of course, Jesse's down there. Wesley pulls up.
He pulls up on like a moped or scooter, right? Because he had to sell his car to get to $15K.
Right. And gives it to her. She's happy. She's excited. All right, things are looking up. Let's go do some jumps.
And he tells her he needs to learn how to jump ASAP. Because she's like, oh, you can't learn how to jump in a week. He like, look, I need to. So let's get this shit popping.
That's basically where he's like, that's where old boy's going to be. So I need to be up in the air.
Exactly. They ain't down here. They're going to be up there.
Right.
So get me the fuck up there.
Let's get the training done.
But before they start training, he's like, okay, I gotta get my team together. Let's go get Swoop. Mm-hmm. And they're like, who the fuck is Swoop? They go find him. They're like on top of a building somewhere, and they're just like looking over the edge, yelling, Swoop! Mm-hmm. And then you finally see him. He's like sitting on like one of the like washing carts that they use on the side of the like scaffold things or whatever. And he's just laying there, and they're like, hey, we need you. And I think he's like, oh, am I getting any money for it? They say, nah. He's like, all right, well, can I get a t-shirt? They're like, sure. Right. He's like, all right. And he goes to climb up. But then he falls, but he does it on purpose to scare him, I guess. Because he falls like he's going to die. But then he pulls his parachute and starts screaming.
Boom.
Yeah. But the Snipes is like, man, what the fuck wrong with him?
Right. That's just Swoop, man. That's just Swoop. And now they have their whole team assembled.
Pretty much, but later that night, Jesse's going around and she's investigating like the evidence from old boy that hit the fucking transformer.
Yeah.
Remember Wesley Snipes? Yeah, she Splinter Cells his way in there, and he's like, yo, what you doing here? And she's like, yo, this motherfucker's parachute is fine, ain't nothing wrong with it. So somebody must have been lying. Mm-hmm. And that's when Wesley Snipes like, look, man, there's some killers out here, and they probably murdered this motherfucker, so you need to leave the cop shit to me and go get the fuck out of here.
Right. Oh, and during this time, this is when he finds out that instead of the metal clips for the parachute, there can be nylon.
That's right.
Being made.
That's
so he snips that off and has it sent over to one of his friends.
Homeboy
in
the department.
Yeah. And like he's like just tested for any explosives, anything basically.
Anything that link that shit to that plane from the beginning.
Right. So there you go.
And now training montage pops off.
There you go. Yeah.
And what can we say besides training happens? Wesley Snipes is shitty, of course, at first. They're clowning him. Swoop ain't fucking with him.
Right.
He's doing a little skydiving, and he's like, his body like float. He can't basically. That's right. He was on the little thing. He couldn't even like stay straight. He kept like swaying off to the side and hitting the ground and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're called, like the big fan that people just like float on and shit.
Hover over.
Yeah, the little hover fans.
What the fuck those are called?
I don't know. I don't skydive. I don't plan on doing that shit.
I want to go in one of those. I would go in one of those.
Oh, that's that. Yeah, that's fine. But jumping out of planes, I'm good.
Yeah, nah. I value my life too
Motherfucker,
much.
we are black.
You're right.
Nah, fuck with y'all. Fuck with y'all, man. Yeah, I know how you do that shit. It's all good. I just ain't doing it.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's see. Oh, he does his first real jump. It goes okay. It ain't the greatest jump in the world, but he hits the ground hard as fuck, like a lot of people seem to do in this movie. But he's hyped now. At first, he was all like not with it, scared, nervous. But after he does it, he's like, woo, you know,
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. He's like, that was great. He's like, wasn't that great? And then the old boy, you know, Swoop kind of just walks by, and he's like, what the fuck wrong with him? Parker Lewis is just like, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't great. Like, what the fuck you, Parker Lewis?
Right.
Then, of course, Wesley Snipes' friend calls him, of course, tells him, like, hey, that parachute does have fragments of whatever the fuck explosive shit you were looking for. So it is connected to the crime.
Right.
So, hey, figure that out.
Right.
And this is where they meet with the Gary Busey and his terrorist buddies. They meet up with the drug dealer, the main drug dealer guy on the boat. They're not fucking with the lackeys no more. They're fucking with the main guy.
Yeah.
They're making a deal, and the guy's like, hey, your shit costs a lot. But he's like, but I got something good for you. He's like, what's that? He's like, I can do this job for you, hit the DEA building, and I can get you the names of every single undercover DEA agent that could possibly be fucking with your crew.
Right, in the world.
Yeah, everybody. You'll know everything. And I swear, this has been a plot point in other action movies, because if I'm not mistaken, this is the fucking plot of Mission Impossible, but it was called like the knock list. And it was basically somebody had a list of all the fucking agents. And like, what's his name? What the fuck is his name? What is his name?
Cruise?
Thank you. Tom Cruise had to go get it back. But I think that was the same type of plot in that movie.
Damn.
And I think there's something else like I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it right now. It make podcasts go too long. But there's another movie like that too. So this ain't new ground being broke here. Yeah. But this came out a year before Mission Impossible though. So hey.
Who had it first?
Yeah, I don't know.
So of course, needless to say, old boy on the yacht is down with the plans.
Hell yeah. So then they're all in DC. They're finally about to do the DC jumps. They've been hyping up the whole movie.
Damn, that shit moved quick.
Well, we kind of blazing it a little bit. We kind of took a long time at first. Because like I said, there's not a whole lot going on in this movie. Yeah. So, I mean, that's why we're trying to talk about other shit. So, yeah, DC Jumpstart. You see that the terrorists are actually there, too. Because at first I was looking, I was like, yo, is that the terrorist, Pete? And he's like, I don't know. But then they showed me, I'm like, them motherfucking terrorists, Pete. So the terrorists are there in the crowd. And there's a scene where, like, they walk by Parker Lewis. And I think they pull his chute, right?
They cut it.
Oh, they cut his chute.
They cut cord on
no, not to that part. That's later. I'm talking about there's a part where they're just like fucking with him. And they just like pull his short. And he's like,
oh,
hey.
Yeah.
So they fucking shoot up right before the jump. And Swoop comes in and try to back him up. And then there's a bunch of terrorist motherfuckers. So like, what you gonna do about it? First jump happens. Everything going good. The terrorist guy that pulled Parker Lewis's chute. Swoop comes in there and he like gets real close to his parachute. And his dude's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? And I think right. Swoop, he lets his parachute go so that the terrorist gets tied up in it. And he goes
blinded.
He goes toward the ground and pulls his other chute. And then, like I said, yet another person falls and hits the ground hard as fuck. But this time he's at least tied up in a parachute. So I'm like, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, right. And now the beef starts.
And then they cut to there at the bar watching no footage of it. And everybody's in there laughing. So, of course, terrorist dude ain't having that shit. He's pissed. So Swoop goes to the bathroom and they follow him. And they basically beat Swoop's ass in the bathroom. Snipes sees them going over there. So he's like, hey, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick.
I'm going to go choke the weasel.
Yeah. And the old girl's like, hey, yeah, you go do that, bro. So he goes over there and one of the guys is guarding the door. And he's like, yeah, the toilet's fucked up. He's like, oh, man, that's too bad. And he just beats that motherfucker's ass. Walks in there, sees what's going on, beats that motherfucker's ass to the point where I busted out laughing because he's beating up old boy, pushes him through the stall, and he walks in this little super tight, narrow stall, and it's just bombing this motherfucker. Bah, 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 bah. I'm like, hell yeah, whoop his ass. Oh, man. Do I want to tell that story?
What?
Ugh, that might be
a little touchy.
I mean, it ain't terrible. I mean, it happens. Okay, fuck it. In middle school, like I said, you heard the story last week. I wasn't that friendly back then. I was in the bathroom, and some dudes called themselves, I guess, trying to come in there and bother me. And it was a rough day. I remember it was a rough fucking day, man. So I'm just like, look, man, I don't want to be bothered with this. This is around the period where I kind of was like not really defending myself like I should. There was a point where that happened too. That was some of the bad shit going on. And this is one of I think the things that actually made it start happening because this was a bad fucking day, man. Don't remember why no more. Dudes come in there fucking with me, push me into the stall, and they trying to fuck with me. And it just like PJ said, that fire inside me, that shit came the fuck out.
Fuck this shit.
I kicked the one dude in his nuts, so homeboy's on the ground, and I did that shit full force, so he's on the ground in pain. The other dude looks shocked, and I punch him in the stomach. He lunges forward. I grab him, I pull him behind me, into the stall, the bathroom toilet. And basically, that's why I laugh so hard in this movie, because almost the same thing where he like lands and like basically sitting on the toilet, and I just unfucking load on this dude until my fucking to the point where my knuckle hurt. Like,
damn.
And this motherfucker is just like fucked, man.
Damn.
I got in trouble, but my dad didn't get too mad at me because You know, I defended myself.
Right,
I told him what happened.
self-defense,
Yeah.
right.
He was like, we're not going to tell mom about this. We're going to keep it between us. But he's like, but, you know, you did what the fuck you supposed to do. They come
Right.
fucking with you. You beat their ass.
Right. Damn
So
right.
it made me laugh because it reminded me of that. I had forgot all about that. It just basically spurred old memories in my mind. I'm just like, damn, I did beat that motherfucker's ass.
Good times.
I know, right? Good times. Man, I beat that motherfucker's ass, bro. It felt so good. It is terrible. That may sound so terrible, but it was like such a fucking release. Like if it was a movie, it'd have been in like slow motion with like the angelic music playing in the background as I'm just punching this motherfucker as hard as I fucking can in his
You're
face.
glowing.
Yes.
Like, yes.
Like Disney music is playing in the background. And this motherfucker just sitting there like, you know, barely like almost going probably unconscious. And I'm just like, wow, in slow motion, blah, blah.
Yes.
Just probably smiling all going, you motherfucker, I'm tired of this shit. It's almost like you ever seen the movie A Christmas Story?
I've seen it. I can't tell you what the fuck.
It's I know because my mom loves that movie. She watches it every Christmas. And there's the scene, you know, because they get the two little bullies fuck with them the whole movie, right? You don't remember that at all?
No, I don't remember it. I just know I've seen it.
Watch basically, there's two little bullies that fuck him, and near the end of the movie, basically, the one little kid just beats his ass, and it's cussing all the time, you motherfucking bitch, motherfucker. And it was all something like that, but it's just like mine's way more extreme because I was fucking crazy. But I mean, shit happens. But I say all that to say, that scene brought back some memory.
Ah, yes.
People are gonna be like, this motherfucker's crazy, man.
Right.
I don't know if I should fuck with this dude no more. Hey, don't be fucking with people. Hey, another public service announcement.
Right, there you go.
We gave you one
Long
last
story
week.
short.
Yeah, we gave you one last week. Don't be all up on people's back, and don't be fucking with people for no reason.
Right.
Because you never know. Like, on some real shit. Now, okay, in all seriousness, no joking. You never know when that motherfucker's gonna snap.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the wrong day.
Wrong minutes.
Like no joke, man. Leave people alone.
Right.
You know, the thing about it is that I don't know if bullying is like, I think cyberbullying is more of a thing now than like physical bullying, which is crazy to me. Just, you know, whatever. We're not, we're in the tech age, but we didn't grow up in those days and that shit. So
Right.
I can't really feel y'all on that too much.
Right.
But yeah, man.
Like, nigga, just look the other way. Like, who cares what they say online? But now it's like, this is their life.
Yeah,
you know?
they
Like,
live on that
different,
shit.
Yeah. Like, if one person feels that, who knows who else?
Yeah. Because I was going to say, just like, you know, it ain't really a thing no more I really hear about, I don't think. Because nowadays, you look up compilations on YouTube, and it's like bully beatdown compilations.
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers ain't playing no more. They'll beat your ass.
Fuck around.
Yeah, you fuck with the wrong dude, they'll fuck you. And a lot of these little kids are now doing like MMA training and shit. 'Cause I remember one video I saw where a guy was like poking with this little kid, and he put him
at school.
Yes, he put him in his arm bar. Yes. Oh my God. I felt so proud of that kid, man.
Right.
I love anytime I see bullying motherfuckers getting their ass knocked out. It's always the best.
Oh my God, you thought you was hard.
Exactly. Trying to fuck with somebody, now your ass crying somewhere. Where's the principal at? Shut your bitch ass up. All right, I'm sorry. My bad. Ooh, I was living childhood for a second. I'm sorry. We gotta get through this movie, PJ. We
almost done.
PJ. So, okay, yeah, we about to be on the third page after this last scene. Okay. So Wesley Snipes beats the terrorist ass in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Swoop finally, because Swoop's thing with Wesley Snipes, man, he ain't been talking to him because he's like, Swoop doesn't talk to you until you do a jump with him. Right. And even though Wesley Snipes did a jump with him, it wasn't up to his standard. Right. So he's not been talking to him. But now that he's beat these motherfuckers' ass and basically saved him, I think he's cool. I think he's asked Swoop, he's like, "Are you okay?" And he kind of is like quiet, and he just says, "Ouch."
Yeah.
So he got something out of it.
Yeah.
So after that, they go back to the bar. They're chilling. Snipes tells him like, "Hey, I gotta go. You know, I'm tired or something." The terrorists sees him, and they're like, "Oh shit, that's the dude." They make his ass. And so they're like, "Okay, I got a plan." One of the terrorists goes into the not locker. Fuck. See, I'm back in school again. Goes to the trailer with all their equipment in it. And they're like, "Yo, we could take out the leader. It'll fuck up their morale, and they won't be a problem no more because they won't be in the competition." They go and snip the leader's parachute line.
Which is Jesse.
Yes. They go to try and swoop her line. I said swoop her line. Cut her line. And so, okay, nefarious shit is going down. Snipes goes to see his boss again. You find out that Gary Busey is actually a fucking ex-DEA agent.
There you go.
So that's how he knows so much about what the fuck is going on. And then the next day, they go to do the second jump in DC. Parker Lewis and Jesse are talking. I forget what is wrong with Parker Lewis at the time. He's basically sounding like he's like mad about something.
We're scared. I thought he was
maybe he was scared.
Yeah,
okay.
he was scared about jumping. Like,
yeah.
You know, not want to get the formation and everything.
Yeah, of course, right. Yeah, because they're doing like this like circle and within a circle formation of people or something like that. I don't know what the name of it is. But she basically tells him like, "Man, you got this, man. You got this body ass." Hands him the parachute, but it's a parachute. It's the parachute that got cut.
Right.
So, he's about to get fucked up.
Plot twist.
Hey! So, of course they do the jump, everything going good. But then when everybody's done with the formation and they're pulling their chutes, he pulls his. Guess what? It comes out. But it's like all tangled up and shit. It's fucked up. Mm-hmm. They're telling him like, hey, cut yourself free. Cut that shit.
Cut it.
Your parachute is fucked up. You need to cut it. Oh, God, why did I say that?
Cut it.
Damn you. Damn you, radio station.
Right.
That's such a dumb song. I'm sorry. Okay, let me go before I get on a tangent here. Mm. But yeah, he cuts his parachute and he tries to pull the other one, but guess what? It ain't coming out. Mm-hmm. So, what's his name? Swoops in.
There you go.
To go save him. He lets his parachute go and does a free fall, catches him. But then when he pulls his chute, and I guess the momentum, pulled him up, and he let go of old boy on accident. Parker Lewis starts free falling, but luckily he hits the water, but luckily he fell like feet first, so it kind of broke his fall a little bit. So they pull him out the water. You think he's dead because he's not breathing. He got blood coming out his nose, but eventually, of course, water spurts out and he's fine.
Right.
So the terrorist basically done failed again. And so now that he survives, and now, actually earlier in the movie, Wesley Snipes said, like, hey, you fucking with some killers. Mm-hmm. And now she really realizes that they tried to kill one of her crew. So she goes and gets her gun, and then she walks off, I guess.
Yeah. No, she goes and hides on.
That's right.
She hides on
plane
for
plane.
The jump. Yeah, for the jump that's about to go down.
And so Wesley Snipes goes and tells Laura Palmer's mom, and her and the rest of the crew, like, hey, I need y'all to fly me towards that other plane. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what? He's like, yo, I'm a U.S. Marshal, and those are terrorists. We got to go. So they're like, okay, hell yeah. So they all jump on there and they head out.
Everybody's getting ready for the jump. This time, this is like the final jump. Like, it's July 4th. Everything's going down. Everybody's getting information. Everybody jumps.
Yeah, it's nighttime too, and fireworks are popping off.
Yes, except for the terrorists, because they were selected for the jump too. But they keep going to their destination, and then here comes Jesse.
Yeah, she pops out in the plane. Surprise, motherfucker!
Right. Pulls
out the gun, and Gary Busey's like, "Oh, hey, girl, what you doing here?" And she's talking about, y'all not gonna get away with this. Y'all tried to kill my crew. Y'all killed homeboy or her ex-boyfriend, Scarface, I guess. Mm-hmm. Eventually, though, of course, they take the gun from her. She's standing by the door, and old boy's trying to throw her out, but she kicks him, and he falls back. But then she jumps out on her own, and you're like, oh shit!
Right, with no parachute.
And Gary Busey's like, oh man, girl got some juice.
Yeah.
And now I'm not joking. He actually said that. They all start jumping out, but then as you see as they're all jumping out, she's actually still hanging on to the fucking door at the bottom of the frame. Mm-hmm. Wesley Snipes and Laura Palmer's mom see that shit, so they swoop over. Wesley jumps out, and she of course must know what Wesley's thinking, so she lets go, catches on to Wesley Snipes. While they're doing that, the terrorists land onto the DEA building. Mm-hmm. They break in there, get all their shit set up. They're blocking cameras, they're getting the computers set up and everything. The fucking, what's her name? Like, I don't know, it's like some security guard chick. They see a bunch of shit is going on, so they're like, hey, can you check this for us? And she's like, sure. Yeah. And eventually, like, she gets on the elevator to go check on it, and they got little things that tell them, like, hey, somebody's on the elevator. They reroute her to go to the floor they're on, grab her out of there, and they're like, hey, Rudy, radio, and tell them everything good real quick for me, girl. And she's like, okay, yeah, everything good. And he's like, all right, thanks, babe. Pop, pop.
Right.
She did.
Right.
So now, Wesley Snipes and them, they're landing on top of the building.
Yeah.
They go down to the door, and one of the terrorist guys are right there. Wesley Snipes tries to tell him, hey, get the fuck back. But they don't get back quick enough. He shoots one guy, bald-headed guy. He falls over. Wesley Snipes and old boy, they get into a fight in the stairwell. Very reminiscent of Die Hard. We got to get you to watch fucking Die Hard, PJ.
Yeah, still have not.
It's like this exact fight scene almost happens in Die Hard. And it ends pretty much the exact same way. They roll down the stairs. The bad guy's neck gets broke on the steps.
Damn.
Pretty much beat for beat. He takes his earpiece off, and so now he's hearing everything that the motherfuckers are doing, like Die Hard. Because in Die Hard, he didn't take an earpiece, he took a motherfucking walkie-talkie, so that he knew everything they were doing.
Which came out first?
Die Hard came out like 88, bro.
Oh,
this came out 94. Shit. By 94, 3 Die Hard movies that came out.
Oh, damn.
80, I think 88 was the original Die Hard. 90 was Die Hard 2, and then 93. No. Wait a minute. No, Die Hard 3 might be 95. Might be 95. Okay. So it's still 2 though.
Yeah, right.
And then the second one is about planes and shit. So they're at the airport.
There you go. Well,
God, you know what? That might not even be a bag. I might just make you watch Die Hard one day.
This is Die Hard.
That might be your Christmas movie.
There you go. Hey,
because I watch it every year on Christmas anyway.
Oh man.
So Jessie she gets an idea. She jumps onto a scaffold on the side of the building. She's gonna ride it down to the bottom and go get help. Mm-hmm. But as she does that, she goes past the window, and that the woman terrorist is in with old boy on the computer. So of course she sees it, and then again, another thing taken from Die Hard, she grabs a hold of some cable or something, like repels, like jumps backward and forward again so that she crashes through the window, just like John McClane did in the first Die Hard movie.
Damn.
Yes, I'm not even joking, bro. And so they get into a fight scene.
Right, gun battle, shoot.
And while that's happening in there, you know, Wesley Snipes head toward Gary Busey. The two girls are having a fight scene. Up on the roof, the guy that Swoop got beat up by in the bathroom, he goes up there to see what's popping. He sees Swoop. He grabs him, beats him up, hangs him over the side of the ledge, tries to throw him off the building. The guy that got shot, bald-headed dude, he wraps cable or something around homeboy's neck.
Oh, yeah.
And then Swoop pulls his parachute. So then the guy is basically getting pulled into the air by the chute, but he's also at the same time getting held down by the rope. So he's getting strangled, and then eventually you hear and his neck breaks. Yeah. So he got super murdered. Yeah. But not the worst murder in the whole movie. That is coming. Girls are fighting. They're just all over the office building, cubicles where we're fighting. Eventually, Jesse pins her up against the wall with a fucking copier. Yeah. Opens up the copier lid and is slamming her face down onto the little glass. Yeah. Eventually the glass breaks. And I guess it killed her because she's not moving anymore. She doesn't come back. Nope. And then, of course, you have to have the joke where the thing starts copying her dead fucking face. Yep. So now the only terrorist left is Gary Busey. After she kills old girl with the copier, Gary Busey comes up and grabs her immediately. Wesley Snipes comes, and he's got a hold of the computer guy. So they have a little standoff. But then, because cops are now, they've been caught now. And two cops come, and they're like, hey, you know, stand the fuck down. Put your guns down. They pointing at Gary Busey and Wesley Snipes. Mm-hmm. But me and PJ, of course, noticed this. You know what I'm about to say, don't you? Yeah. There's a black cop and a white cop. Guns are aimed at Gary Busey and Wesley Snipes. Guess who they shoot at first?
Take a wild guess.
Who would get shot at first in this scenario? And I ain't being, no, it's real shit. It happens a lot in the media if you watch the news. Guess who the fuck got shot at first?
Who got shot at first?
The fucking good guy did. Wesley Snipes did.
Why did he get shot at first?
Could it be because he's black?
I don't know.
The white cop shot him. I mean,
right.
I don't want to get too political on this show. We don't normally do that. But I mean, me and PJ both at the same time when he shot at Wesley Snipes, we both jumped up out our chair like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, really? The only thing I could possibly give this movie, and it's probably the reason why, it's probably that, they had backup. Like, hey, for y'all people that act like Brent and PJ did, there's a reason for it. Okay, what's your reason? Earlier, before Wesley Snipes grabbed him, the computer guy saw a DEA jacket on the chair, and he put it on. So I guess you could say the cop shot at Wesley Snipes because he was holding a guy with a DEA jacket on. But no. Fuck you.
Right?
I'm not letting y'all get away with that one. We had no. Y'all can't get away with that shit.
No, you can't.
Nope.
You can't.
But of course, because his dumbass shot Wesley Snipes first, Gary Busey shoots him.
Yep.
And the other cop also gets shot. So those two were useless.
Just fillers, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just have them break in real quick, bust in. Okay.
And more cops are coming on the street. And the guy that's their getaway driver, he says, fuck this. He drives off. And upstairs, you get the fucking John Woo shot out of nowhere. Because Wesley Snipes and Gary Busey are shooting at each other. But then they both jump up. And at the same time, they point guns at each other's head. And I think it's actually taken from the killer. I thought it was Hardball, but I think it's actually the killer they stole that from. And Wesley Snipes pulls his trigger. Click. Oh, shit. Gary Busey laughs. Ha, you're dead. Click. Oh, shit. Ha. What now?
Fight.
Right. Fight scene happens. Somehow, Wesley Snipes gets Gary Busey out the window. So they're both in free fall. But Wesley Snipes has a parachute. He pulls it. And so he's good. Gary Busey's going into a fucking free fall. And I don't know. I don't know how. Because at first I thought it showed him going face first toward the camera. And I thought it was going to be like the end scene in Dread where the girl fucking just went face first and splatted. But this motherfucker must have had some good ass wind behind him because this motherfucker curves like a bullet in Wanted right into the front of the getaway van. So the getaway driver's driving, you just see Gary Busey fucking curve right into the fucking window. And so he's super fucking dead.
Yes.
And of course, the driver didn't die, but the cops have got his ass, I'm sure. So he's fucked.
And
so then you cut to, Wesley. They cut to everything's good now. Wesley Snipes on the stretcher, or whatever, gurney, whatever you call it. They're getting him fixed up. But then the nerd guy, Mr. Noodle, he's walking. He's talking to the people like he's a DEA agent.
Still got the jacket on.
And so Wesley Snipes sees that and he's like, "Hey, y'all need to stop him. That's a bad guy." And Mr. Noodle's laughing like, "Peace, motherfucker." He starts walking away, but then Swoop sees what's going on. So I don't know how Swoop got in the fucking air.
Right.
But all of a sudden it just cuts to Swoop coming down, swooping him out of the air. Yeah, with the parachute going. Lands on him and catches him. And Wesley Snipes is laughing. Because now Jesse's next to him. She, rubbing all up on his chest and shit. So you know what's about to go down with them later. And everything's honky dory. Swoop laughing, Jesse laughing, Wesley Snipes laughing. Then guess what? End credits.
Boom.
And that, my friends,
is Drop Zone.
Huh.
You want to go first?
I mean, we can. That's usually the protocol.
Okay.
So I just have to say, I ain't never heard much about this movie. Only thing I knew about this movie was that it was a fucking roller coaster. Oh, did I say that earlier? I don't think I said that on the podcast.
Oh, not on this. No.
Okay, yeah. I'm about to give away our location slightly, but here near where we stay at, it's a theme park called Kings Island. It used to be Paramount's Kings Island, but it's not no more. Mm-hmm. When it's Paramount's Kings Island, all the rides were themed after different movies. It's like they had a James Bond ride, they had a fucking Top Gun ride, they had the Lara Croft Tomb Raider ride, shit like that.
That shit was.
It was the best. I liked it better when it was Paramount's Kings Island, especially since they took the fucking James Bond ride away. But so yeah, but of course they had the tower that every theme park has where it takes you up in the air and it just drops you straight down. But it was called like the Drop Zone Thrill Ride or some shit like that. So for years I was a kid and I knew nothing about this movie, had never seen any 1 second of it. But that ride had the poster that's on the front of this DVD case of Wesley Snipes' face and like the sky and all that. So I knew this DVD cover forever. And it just never fucking saw it because I just rode the roller coaster. Mm-hmm. And when I was younger, I used to love that coaster, so I saw it a lot. So I used to love that shit, but now I can't ride roller coasters as much because they give me a real bad headache for some reason. I don't know if it's altitude.
For some reason.
I get real bad headaches now a lot, so I mean, it just triggers that. And once I get them headaches, it's a wrap, man.
Shit.
But there's a story with that, too. It's a real quick one, though. One time I was getting on there was like in line, there was this real cute ass white girl that was like, oh, should I say that?
Fuck it.
Already
said.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, but I just don't want it to sound bad. Like, oh, why you say it like that? Whatever, y'all know what I mean, though. Right. But she was real fucking cute, though. I don't know, we with some eye contact popping off. I'm probably like, 10, 11 years old. It's like real young and shit. And so I'm like, okay. And we get on there and we end up being seated next to each other.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay. And we're going up, and she's looking over at me. I'm looking over at her, and we're both like, hype, like, yeah, smiling. But then as because it sits you up there for a minute,
before you fall.
You stay up there and you just sitting and you just like, oh my God, when is it gonna drop? The anticipation is killing me. You're like, okay, drop, motherfucker. And eventually she got scared. And I think one of her flip flops even flew off while we were up there. I think that's what got her. When the flip flop came off and you just seen it drift in the air, she was like, probably like, oh shit. And so she grabbed my hand.
Oh.
And when you're a little dude, that's something.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
You got the contact.
Oh my God, blood flow here. And so I'm just like giggling. I'm just all smiles at this point. And she looks over at me and I just, I had to say something. This is even before I was like girl crazy, but I still had to drop. I was like, it's going to be all right. We all right. I got you. Yeah.
Yes.
And when it dropped, she squeezed my hand so tight, I feel like she's going to break my fucking knuckles off. And she, and I'm just like, yeah. And then we get to the bottom, and it's almost like this, like, kind of unspoken of moment between two people, because it's like you'll never see this girl again. Yes. I'm sure after you leave this ride.
Yes.
But just like we locked eyes again. She smiled at me. I smiled at her. She walked off, and it's just like
that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
I'll never forget that shit.
Damn.
If you're listening to this and you're that girl,
hi.
What's up? How you been? Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you. Without a dope beat to step to.
Step two.
Step two.
Step two.
Step two. I love that PJ knows all my references. But yeah, I'll tell y'all that story though, because I'll say I enjoyed the ride more than the movie.
Thank you.
Because I love action movies, and I even like a lot of dumb action movies. Like sometimes people are like, oh, that shit's trash, but I like it. But this one just kind of, it just kind of meandered on and on and on. And I love Wesley Snipes. This is my boy. He's basically the saving grace of this movie. Like I said, if it had been Steven Seagal and said Wesley Snipes, I would have probably been like, this is not even worth watching.
Right.
It's cool because Wesley Snipes makes you laugh. He's cool. He's got that personality. But honestly, like, I bought the DVD. I got it. I probably ain't going to watch it again that many times. If I even watch it again, it might just go in the collection and just chill there for a long time. But we give scores out of 10 here, so I got to say, I don't even know if it was an average movie because there wasn't a lot of it was killing, it wasn't a lot of killing, it wasn't a lot of action and shit like that. For this type of movie, you would think it'd have a lot more of that type of shit.
Yeah.
So if I'm giving it a score out of 10, I'll give it a 5.
5.
That's what I'm going for. Okay. Slightly below average.
Okay.
So Mr. PJ, what's going down?
Basically the same thing you said. Like it's I don't know if it's slow or
it kind of is at times. It's slow.
It's like it's only so much I feel like you can do. Or all right, they get 2 thumbs up for the effort of trying to make a movie centered around jumping out of planes.
Yeah, it's true, ain't it?
Because I don't know how the fuck you can do that.
I think there's another movie like this. I think it's called like Terminal Velocity, maybe. I think it's like skydiving action movie too. I think I've never seen that either.
But yeah, like I mean, it kind of dragged ass a little bit.
It was times where that's why I said there was times where shit just went together in my head because I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, like you set it up and then it's just boom, it happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have much to say about it.
Yeah,
you know,
either,
like it's this is one of those. I like categorizing movies. This is one of those fall asleep on movies at night. Like
there
you know,
go.
like it's like if you watch it, just pop it in. You ain't really gotta pay attention. You can follow along. If you nod in and out, you'll still know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Same plot throughout.
Pretty much,
the whole
you can fall
shit.
asleep for like 20 minutes and like during commercial breaks and shit. Wake back up and be like, okay.
No, this is where we're at now. Yeah.
It's funny you said that because that's pretty much the same exact thing I was thinking. It's like one of those movies where it's like, you know, you sitting at home, you don't feel like doing nothing. It's a lazy weekend or something.
Yeah.
You just turn on the TV and hey, a Drop Zone's playing. You just want to have something to watch in the background while you like play on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
Like it's that type of movie.
Yeah. So with all that being said, I would give it 5.
5 too?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 and 5.
Yeah. It was
There it
average.
And I'm actually keeping note of these scores now, so I just wrote that down.
Oh shit.
And let me tell you this, PJ. I don't think we're in the minority here. We minorities, but we ain't in the minority on this one. I looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
This movie cost $45 million.
Mm-hmm.
It ultimately grossed $28 million domestically. That's here, so maybe it made a little bit more internationally, but it made only 28 here. So this is a bomb, bruh.
Yeah. Damn, Wesley, I thought you was the man.
He's had a couple bombs in there. He's had a couple hits though too. So I mean, everybody has their hits and misses.
Everybody does.
I was telling PJ, there's another movie with Wesley Snipes about a plane that I remember enjoying way more. It's called Passenger 57, I think is what it's called. And we need to watch that one because I think that one's gonna be way better than this one. Because that one has a lot of goofy shit in it that I like.
No, Dad gotta have it.
He probably has it because that's like I said, that's the movie where they're talking to the bad guy and Wesley Snipes says something like, "You ever go to Vegas?" And the bad guy's like, "Yeah, you know what they always say, right?" He's like, "What? Always bet on black." I ain't never forgot that line. I was like, "Yeah,
Damn right.
damn right." So yeah, that was Drop Zone.
That
man.
was Drop Zone.
We gotta get a more exciting action movie next time. Man.
Yeah, so sorry. Like I felt like we were kind of.
No, it's cool because you know we're doing a public service here. Not only we're giving public service announcements,
Yes,
but we also telling people, hey, maybe you should not watch this movie. We watch it so that you don't have to.
Ha ha ha.
This has nothing to do with Drop Zone. This is like just end of the show foolery that we like doing. Yes, exactly. Antics that we like doing at the end of the show, just so you know. We leave y'all with a little laugh. Because like I said, this movie was kind of dull. There ain't really much to talk about.
Yeah.
That's why we were fucking singing Usher at one point. But I was on Facebook and I got a notification. You know, well, you don't have Facebook, P. But every day it tells you like, hey, on this day, this many years ago, you posted this. Or you became friends with this person this many years ago. Mm-hmm. And I love to write. Like I got stuff up. I got notebooks full of like comic books I wrote and drew, short stories I wrote, rap lyrics that me and PJ wrote that are fucking terrible. And but one thing I actually forgot about, there was a period where I was writing poetry. Oh, I wish y'all could see PJ's face because PJ doesn't know about this at all.
Oh shit.
Because he doesn't have Facebook. Yes, PJ. There was a period, I want to say around like 2012. Where I would get home from work at the hospital and I just was like in my chill zone. I just needed to chill because the hospital stressed me out so much because I hated that job. And I just started flowing. So I wrote maybe 8 of them. Poems. And now,
oh boy,
for the listening pleasure of everybody,
yes,
I'm going to let PJ look at the list of the ones that I did and he's going to pick which one he wants me to read to y'all.
Oh shit.
And if y'all like this can become a recurring segment until all of them are done and I can just read y'all motherfuckers poetry that I wrote. And it may be terrible.
Personal.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to let PJ pick which title sounds like something he'd want to hear.
Okay.
I have a feeling between 2 of them which one he's going to pick. And if he picks this one, oh boy.
Oh boy.
I was feeling a way.
I'm going to try to say what I think is going to go like. Oh, you said you wrote them when you got off work?
Yeah. They're not all angry though, if that's what you're thinking.
Damn.
Some of them are.
Do any of them go, it's been a long fucking day. But shit, hey, who the fuck am I?
Okay, are you doing them on the spot?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Fuck y'all. Bye, bye, bye. If I could travel back to the 90s,
oh my god,
I'd try. But I'm stuck here with your bitch ass.
You know, I didn't write that, but it sounds like somebody wrote it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I just found them. These are the titles, PJ.
Mm-hmm.
No main topic, all night long, zoning, amazing, my love note. Oh fuck!
Oh, shit.
I once had a friend. Thinking. I don't know if this is a poem, but there's one that says letting off steam.
Letting off steam.
It's not a poem, no. I think this is just me saying shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. No, I'm not reading that one. That one's kind of... No. Okay, so I'm looking at the ones that are actual poems.
Okay.
Some of them don't rhyme, though, so I'm trying to read them and see, but I think some of them just don't rhyme. I just wrote some shit. So no main topic, all night long, zoning, amazing, my love note, I once had a friend.
Do I want to do it?
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
My love notes.
Fuck you, man.
Yep.
God damn it. Why'd you pick that one?
Yep. Because you wrote poetry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not want to read that. I should have skipped that one.
And now coming to the mic.
And this is long. September 1st, 2011. So it's almost on the date, kind of.
Yeah.
4:05 a.m. So you can tell where I was at.
Yeah, right. Next to the mic is...
I'm actually like nervous about this because
kind of
I'm already
new to
reading
this,
poetry and then
so-
I'm reading this one of all them.
Please welcome him with your open ears. Brent.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Brent. And I guess I'm here to read poetry, I guess. I got kind of forced here by my friend. Well, I wanted to come here, but then he forced me to do this one I didn't want to do.
Read that shit, nigga!
Fuck you! I'm getting there, damn it. Alright, you threw me off there. I'm sorry, y'all. This one is called My Love Notes. Written September 1st, 2011. I guess it's my turn to write a note about love. About a woman that seemed to be sent from the heavens above. I hate to say, but with this topic I hit a blank. Every time I try to ride on the boat called love, in the end, it always sank. I've had girlfriends, but only one that I truly count. If you added to some of love I received from those others, it would always come up to a negative amount. 2 of them cheated, 1 up and left. The other stole my heart, a true crime of theft.
Damn.
I was cheated on for not wanting to have sex in our first week together. Something I always find funny from today to forever. I was cheated on for not becoming the man she wanted me to be. I told her I'm not changing for anyone. I'll always be me.
Damn right.
I was walked out on for not wanting to father a child. She yelled and cursed, getting unnecessarily riled. So I told her to beat it, not having any regrets. She told me I'd always be alone, with nothing but my CDs and cassettes.
Damn.
She was right until I met my last ex. The way she talked to me had me honestly perplexed. We hit it off and fell for one another. Had me feeling like I was high in the clouds, a happy young brother. We started to hit bumps and I felt myself starting to fall. Couldn't even conjure up the strength to give her ass a phone call. I wanted to be alone, so I started to disappear. She got angry and annoyed that my voice she could no longer hear. We broke up not long after, and since then I've been alone. Haven't had no reason to pick up the damn phone. So I lay in bed and let my music soothe my soul. Been single for 2 years. Guess you could say I'm on the road. I walk in the crowd, a shadow amongst my peers, wondering if I'll live in solitude for another couple years. Women tell me I'm a good-looking dude and ask why I'm single. It's because I no longer even give a damn to even mingle. I sit on my porch and look up to the night sky and wonder if true love I'll ever see again before the day that I die. If I don't, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe, just maybe, there ain't no woman for me. My note about love isn't exactly the happiest and uplifting, but I'm not gonna lie and sound totally unconvincing. So until the day that love throws me something good, I'll be chilling on my porch, listening to music in my hood.
That's some good shit.
Was
That's
it good?
poem. Yes. That is a very good poem.
I was proud of that shit.
Hell, 2011, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I was still down in Virginia.
Yeah, I would say that's when you left.
Yeah.
But yes, that was the stylings of Mr. Brent here, old schooly. Did y'all like that? Let me know if y'all like that, because I got other ones and they all range from different shit. Like there's something about love, something about freak shit, something about happy shit, something about dumb shit, something about angry shit.
Damn, I wanted to pick an angry one. I thought love was...
It wasn't angry.
No, it wasn't.
It was just like whatever at that
It was
time.
somber. Yeah.
It's all true. I didn't write that. It ain't like no fake. That was all real shit.
This real life.
Exactly.
Real rap raw.
Exactly. So now what do they know about me, PJ, now? Because I'm telling people a lot. Now they know I'm a recovering angry motherfucker. I write poetry, or used to. I like violence. What the fuck else?
I mean, to know that, it's pretty much
that's
know
a triple
you.
threat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess listen to the show, you find out more. I gotta get PJ to fucking do something. You gotta put one of your songs on here or something. I mean, fuck that, I'm doing poetry. You can put one of your damn songs on the show.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got bars.
Candy bars. Hey, no, I'm just fucking with you. All right, so yeah, you got a little drop zone, got a little poetry there. Hope you enjoyed it.
Right.
If you like it, I'll do more.
Right.
But to keep this show from going on very far, I'm gonna just let y'all know a little something here. Y'all ready for this? You can follow us on Twitter, and you can follow us at capital H, capital V, capital H, capital P, lowercase I-cast, and that is HVH Podcast if you didn't spell that right in your mind. And you can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/HVH Podcast. But if you want to hear all the shows and binge them all like it's Netflix, you can go to homevideohustle.podbean.com. Once again, baby, it is homevideohustle.podbean.com. You can find us on any podcatcher app for the most part. And those are some things like Podbean, iTunes, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Google Play Music, all that shit. Ain't no reason you shouldn't listen to us because we're everywhere. We're even on YouTube. You can go to our YouTube page and listen to the new episodes now.
Right.
And you can also check that YouTube page every Wednesday to find out what movie is coming out on Friday that same week. And I gotta say, I got a couple little shout outs to give here. I've been checking out some other podcasts, getting cool with more people. And I got to show them some love too. First one's up to bat. Gotta show love to the ladies over at the Garbage Punch Podcast.
Hello, ladies.
How y'all doing out there?
If I sound like this,
God.
will you listen to me forever?
Is that a song?
No.
Oh, you just getting smooth on them.
Yeah,
huh?
that was on me.
Ladies, watch out. PJ coming for you. Hey. But yes, Garbage Punch. You can follow them at Garbage Punch. They're on Podbean, so check them out. They got a good show. They basically talk movies like we do, and they actually talk about a lot of the same type of shit we do. Like I just listened to they did Speed 2, and Speed 2 is trash. And it will probably eventually be here because we like to talk about what, PJ?
Trash movies.
Trash. So check out Garbage Punch. Shout out to y'all. I got mad love for y'all.
Yes.
Another podcast I got love for out here. It's called Fun Dip and Cherry Coke. You can follow them at Fun Dip Pod, FUNDIPPOD. And what she does is basically, it's kind of cool. I like this. A woman named Kira that hosts the show. Every week she got a different guest host. And they pick a different like nostalgic movie or TV show. And they talk about it, but then they go watch it. Like if it's a movie, they watch it. If it's a TV show, they watch a few episodes. And they come back and talk about it and basically say, hey, does this hold up? Or is this trash now?
Now that's fun.
That's
fun.
I like that show. And she's been real cool. She's real nice and everything. So you got to show you love. What's going down, Kira? How you doing?
How's it going?
Hey.
If I talk like this, will you listen to my voice forever?
Oh, and she's on your side with Star Wars, PJ.
My baby.
God.
That's what I'm talking about. That's as low as my voice can go. But you know, anybody who doesn't like Star Wars is cool with me.
Oh, shit. Do you got your towels out there, ladies?
Got any tauntaun?
I think PJ's hungry. Ladies, why don't y'all help feed him? For just one tauntaun a day, you can help feed a hungry man. What is happening to us, PJ?
I don't know.
They're finding out shit, man.
Yeah, right? These are some weird motherfuckers.
I know, right?
Any other shout outs?
Or are we?
Or are we?
We probably are. Another podcast. I gave him a shout out on Soup Complex's show when I was on there last Friday. Talk about them all the time. Y'all know them by now.
Yes.
At Soup Complex on Twitter. I was on there last Friday. So if you want to hear me again, which I hope you do, then go check them out.
There you go.
But I talked about the Hey Down in Front podcast. Another good ass podcast to go check out. What they do is basically a mystery science theater movie. They play the movie in the background like while they're talking, and they basically just talk over and do like a running commentary. So it's pretty fucking cool. I like that.
We got to do that one time.
I want to do a commentary track for real. And you can follow them at HDIF_podcast. And I'll say it like I say mine. You ready for this, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
And that is capital H, capital D, capital I, capital F, underscore, capital P, lowercase, Oddcast. HDIF podcast. Shout out to y'all, homies.
Yes.
So those are my 3 I'm going to do out here. And then, of course, all the other ones I always talk about. The 3 that had promos on the show last week, they might be here again this week. You should stay tuned and hear them because you might get to hear them again if you didn't get to check them out. I don't know why, but you need to go check them shits out.
Are you hitting that end button early? Do you not like the promos? Well, guess what?
They're back. Because now that PJ said that, they're going to be back.
Dedication.
Exactly. So now, PJ.
Yes.
So that you don't bump the mic again, we got to let them know. I'm Brent.
This is PJ.
Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a good week. Have a good day. Whatever the fuck day you're listening to this on, have a good one.
Right.
Go out there, do your thing, have fun, live your life. Chomp on some tauntaun if you got to. Go make a skydiving jump. Whatever you got to do, have
Whatever
fun.
you got to do.
Do you. Go bump some Usher or something. If you PJ.
Yes, Usher. You got it bad.
And while he's singing, I'll just say, peace.
Peace. Hang up and you call right back. You got it bad. If you miss a day, you
shit.
and your whole life's on track. Who got it bad?
We're happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here.
Listen to me. Please listen. If you don't, if you won't, if you fail to understand, then the same incredible terror that's menacing me will strike at you!
Are you ready to enter the Sci-Fi Double Feature Drive-In? Every month we hold a special double feature with a very interesting theme thought up by your host, the conspiracy-loving Elisa, and yours truly, Jarrett the Kaiju Man Weglin. We discuss giant monsters, little monsters, genetic abominations, robots gone awry, aliens coming to Earth, cryptids, and anything in between. So join us at the Sci-Fi Double Feature Drive-In podcast every first and third Thursday of the month. And don't forget to stop by our snack bar first.